Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review of the new Tati Beauty Palette. I am very excited about this palette. I was going to do a swatch test of this, and instead of doing it on my arm, because I feel like there's already been a million people out there doing it on their own arm and also with my skin color, I'm going to be doing it on my husband's arms. Actually, he has volunteered to help me in this video, and he has a darker skin tone than mine, so I feel like it'll add a little bit more variety into, so that people can see what it will look like on their skin tone. And don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can always be reminded when I post every Wednesday. Feel free to leave a comment down below so I have an idea as to what you're looking to see next. I'm always open to suggestions and would love to hear from you guys. I always respond to my comments down below. So let me know what you'd like to hear from me next, and without further ado, let's get into this video. So first off, I would like to talk about just how beautiful this palette is. So if you take a look, here you can see all of the different colors, shades. It has such a variety, which is kind of surprising because you feel like, oh, they're all the same color, but they're not at all. Like, all of these colors are in completely different formulas, so they look completely different when you actually put them on your skin. So, anyways, let's get into the swatching. Okay, so I resituated myself, and I wanted to introduce you to my husband, Dan.
Hi, thanks. My name's Dan. I work by day, and I am a film assistant by night. So, Mary, let's get into this.
Okay, so we're gonna start with swatches. So let's see. I'm gonna start with the matte shades. I'm going to start by swatching Memory, Ritual, Story, Soothe, Aura, and Poet. And I'll show you all of them in just a second. So we've got the swatches of the matte shades here. So this one is Memory, this one is Ritual, this one is Story, Soothe, Aura, and Poet. I think I would have to say that my favorite one would probably be Poet. You too?
Yeah, I would say that just because the way it adhered to my skin, and it just seems to stand out the most if you're looking
it just pops.
If you're looking for an exotic look.
Yeah, it has such a nice color to it, and I think that it's perfect for like fall and the holidays. Like, I feel like you could definitely wear something like this around like Christmas and New Year's and stuff. So the next thing we're gonna do is I'm going to then swatch the sequin shades, and I'll put those right here, and then we'll talk about those. Okay, so I've got the sequin ones all swatched out here. These ones are so pretty. I think that these, well, they're definitely my favorite over the mattes. I mean, the mattes are a lot more practical, but these ones have like that subtle sparkle that is still so pretty. Like, let me hold that up. You can see like there are so many different colors in there. It just looks like stars. So we did it in the exact same order. The Memory, Ritual, Story, Soothe, Aura, and Poet.
I'd say out of this row, I like this one the best, Story.
Story's really pretty in this particular formula. I feel like it's a little bit harder to pick up. It's a little bit more blurring in the matte formula, but in this sequin formula, it is like, bam. It's right there.
Then also, if you look at Aura, definitely stands out a lot more compared to the matte.
Yeah, it definitely does. And Aura has like a multicolored sparkle, and then it's kind of similar. Poet has kind of a similar sparkle too, where instead of being like the same shade, it's like a blue sparkle in the purple. So I love these ones. So the next ones that we're going to be doing are the metallics. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch those and be right back with you. All right, so I've gone ahead and I've swatched all of the metallic shades right here. And these ones are really pretty. They're really reflective. The only one that is like a little bit different texture, I would say, is Memory. It's gorgeous and it looks very similar to the other ones, but I feel like the texture is a little bit like almost chunkier. I mean, it goes on really smooth, but it's like a little bit chunkier, almost like a glitter, but it's not the glitter one yet. But that one's gorgeous. I think that I can't decide between Story or Poet being my favorite out of these.
I'd say Story is the best bet.
Yeah.
Yes, once again, just because really when you hit lighting at a certain angle, it just brings it all out. Not to say Poet is definitely a great color, but if you are trying to get that special man in your life to try and hold that stare for just a few seconds longer, definitely Story, because you will create.
Dang, too bad I didn't have Story on when I first met you.
Yeah.
You would have stared at me for longer. All right, so the next ones and the last ones, which I'm very excited about, are the pressed glitters. Now, these apparently perform extremely well, especially for a glitter product. A lot of glitter products are really chunky and patchy, and apparently this one is amazing. So we're gonna jump right into those, and I'll be right back. All right, so I just swatched all of the glitters, and I have to say I'm very impressed. Let's show them off. So same as always, Memory, Ritual, Story, Soothe, Aura, and Poet. Now these, they definitely were still like they would like, at least for swatching, I'm sure it'll be the same when you put it on your eye, but it kind of chunks at the beginning and then gets patchy as you go. But then if you go back and smooth over it again, it gets to be like this gorgeous, gorgeous glitter that's very uniform, especially for something just in your pan. It's very kind of confusing because it almost feels like a gel when you go to use it. But do be careful when you are using the glitter because it is very easy to press into, so it's really easy to also press a little bit too hard and then get too much glitter on your hand. But I think that these are gorgeous. I love, again, Aura, super pretty. It has like a million different colors in there, which I really love.
I gotta say, out of all 4 Aura options, this is definitely the way to go. Especially, yes, once again, if you hold it up in the right angle in light,
yeah,
you definitely see all the different colors show.
Yeah, I really like these. So overall, super impressed with the palette. Again, let me just show you all of the colors. They are beautiful and they are very versatile. So I feel like you can really either like dress them up or you can dress them down depending on what the event is that you're going to, or if you're just going to work. I've actually worn several of these to work already. And I just love them. They're so easy to blend, like the easiest to blend that I've had out of really any other eyeshadow palette, which is really saying a lot. So I'm very impressed with what Miss Tati Westbrook has come up with. I talk about it all the time, as do you.
Yeah, I'm actually very impressed by this palette. I know that from time to time you like to test out different palettes, nude palettes, anything across the board, and you have been most impressed with this one.
Mm-hmm.
So
for sure,
definitely you should do a good job, especially the story that you told me about behind the scenes when she actually goes to the factory.
Oh yeah, she's like super involved in this whole palette, which I think is amazing. That she's not just giving a general idea, like she was involved with how each of these eyeshadows were made and how the formula was, and she said that she went over the formula like so many different times to make sure it was as perfect as she could get it. So this is, it also says on the side, right here, Volume 1. So let's hope that they continue to come out.
And how much does that cost?
I believe this palette is $48. I want to say somewhere around there. So, but for all of the shades that you get, and for it being a very high-end, luxurious feeling palette, I would have to say that that's a really good price for this palette. I honestly expected it to be more when she came out with it. It's not drugstore price, but overall, like, definitely worth the money, worth the splurge, I would say. But anyways, that just about wraps it up for today. So don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell so that you get notifications every Wednesday when I upload. And also feel free to leave in the comments below any suggestions that you might have. I'm always open to video ideas, suggestions. I do mostly beauty and lifestyle videos, but I definitely like to change it up as well. So I hope that you enjoyed your video today, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.